Okay. Excuse me. Hello there. Welcome back to another stream with Red Deer. My name is Red Deer. Welcome back to another stream of the Outer Worlds. Excuse me. Whoa. Yo.
Hey, stand back. You.
Oh, good, he's drunk.
I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times.
Okay. I didn't know I was talking to such a big shot. Calm down, I was just looking for the bathroom. Are you supposed to drink on the job?
Of course not. But I'm not on the job right now.
Oh.
The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all.
Oh, well. What's so important about guarding Minister Clark? Anything you can tell me about Minister Clark?
Oh, he's, medium height with, like, medium colored hair and, like, a kind of a medium face.
Medium face.
Just like in his posters.
Oh? How descriptive.
Oh, you definitely recognize him if you saw him. He's very important.
So what's so important about guarding Minister Clark?
He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the
Oh,
colony.
you gotta love new hires.
Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's
You gotta
estate.
sneeze.
My own personal shotgun. They don't
excuse
give
me.
those out to just anyone.
A key, you say?
That's right.
That's right.
Not just anyone is allowed to have a key to Minister Clark's residence. It's all so very high level.
I see. How about I buy you a drink to celebrate your promotion?
That's a great idea. I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Okay. Offer him a Spectrum vodka. Here's to your promotion.
Here's to me. Hey, you are really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends.
Ah.
Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another?
Oh, what do you know? I just so happen to have another Spectrum Red vodka. Let's have another.
It's not every day you get your dream job.
Well
right?
worth it.
Wow, you've got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy. Oh, Laws, I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
Oh, why stop there? Let's have another.
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Thanks, Ellie.
Guess I can't argue with that.
Doctor's orders.
Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like Purple Berry Crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast?
Ew.
Preparing bodily waste. Collection receptacle.
I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Uh-oh. 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 Looks like somebody's gotta spew.
Sit down.
Hey, kids. Right here. Just gonna make sure this guy's nice and comfy. Oh, I think he's dead. Just to make sure he can't do anything about it. He died of alcohol poisoning. He drank a whole bottles of Spectrum Red vodka. So it's regular vodka, except they put red food coloring in it. Chef.
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience with fine cocktails and pre-approved banter.
Nice. Pre-approved banter. How could I resist?
Request confirmed.
Ow.
Banter protocol activated. Welcome, attractive patron, to Billingsley's House of Inebriation.
Oh.
Studies have shown that drinking in the vicinity of extremely valuable objects, such as this automechanical bartender, can enhance the quality of your intoxication.
What studies were those? I'll have a drink. Oh, nice. They do have some here. Got Spectrum Red, rum and something, purple berry liquor, Trippa Stout, iceberg aged whiskey, glacier water, Spectrum Vodka Blue. Definitely costs more, but it's worth the pay deduction. Algae lager, and 0G brew. You know, if you know things about vodka, you know that they're all the same. Or they all should be the same. Because of the distillation process. It's nothing but pure alcohol. Nothing else. So if you're paying extra for like organic vodka, you're getting ripped off, sir. It's all the same. It's what you mix it in. That's what matters. I know that there was like a Tahoe has this craft vodka. They put some kind of spring water and some cane sugar. And there are little chunks of sugar crystals inside of it. It's not bad.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
Near maple syrup. Alright, let's see here. I want to do the... Yeah, this one. The Ellie one. There we go. Ellie's parents. It's Sam. He's pissing on the plants.
Issuing sanitation ticket. Error. Refill printer paper.
Good work, Sam.
Thank you. Customer, warning. Wrapped it on.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, Sam. Excuse me.
What's done in the box?
Ellie's parents. Bum, bum, bum.
Area analysis. Squeaky clean.
Squeaky clean. All right, so
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent in desperation.
It's lemony fresh.
It's lemony fresh. All right, so every time I come here in the past, because I realized I probably played this game a lot more times than I thought I did. Every time I go to Ellie's place, they always piss me off and I always end up killing them. So let's see if it's possible to, you know, not do that. Oh, God. Looks like the White House.
Marilyn, is that you?
Marilyn, is that you?
Boss, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this. And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
Spit on the floor. Fancy place. Probably be taking a few things with me.
There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably
Ellie, you're trying
wondering
too
where
hard.
I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
Oh.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into,
Ellie?
right?
Indeed, we've saved towns and restored property across Halcyon.
Are you trying to make me look bad?
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
Lionel Witherspoon. Well, this is... Don't treat her like that. She's come a long way to see you.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so it's not like we went out of our way.
Kinda.
But you can't just kick us out. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
Outside shoes? Hold up, these floors aren't just nice. They're top quality marble. Good thing I can't say that shit. Keep going, Ellie. I like where this is headed. What is it?
It's the floors. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
Don't sound so disappointed about it.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
Why do I get the feeling you people are about to apologize for something?
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
Oh.
And the payouts have been rather substantial.
You what?
Talk about making lemons slap out of lemons. But I'm sure you're much happier now knowing Ellie's alive and well. Right? I probably shouldn't say anything.
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Oh, God.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
I'll have you know Ellie's a professional miscreant.
Shh. Someone could hear you.
Yeah, I bet they will.
We
I hope they
concocted
do.
a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
Oh,
One of a
my
kind, naturally.
God.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
I can see why she wouldn't want to be around these people anymore. That's a pretty funny story.
Hey! You're supposed to be on my side.
Sorry, Ellie.
Couldn't you have at least made up a better story?
That
Something
was
with
pretty funny.
pirates or
The 12-inch
raptidons?
heel that they're falling and cracking
What are
your
you
neck.
gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
Listen quietly. If you really knew your daughter, you'd know quiet is not in her vocabulary. You people should be ashamed of yourselves.
Well, we're trying to avoid further embarrassment.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Oh my God. Come on, Ellie. You deserve better than this.
Damn right, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
And this is the part where I, shoot them. And then Ellie's like, what the hell did you do? It's like, they're jerks. And she's like, no, you can't do that. I'm leaving. And it's like, okay, bye. And then I just don't have Ellie anymore. And then I save Scum. I was like, yeah, we can talk. I just wanted to leave.
Can you believe those two?
I believe it, actually.
We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
You were making quite the scene. How did you think that would go? They shouldn't have gotten so upset. How did you think that would go?
I thought they'd be scandalized. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
This is a very specific fantasy.
Shh, I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
How about it's payback time, and I'm collecting interest. Listen quietly.
Father would throw his hands up
She's
because
going on.
this would
She's
be
on a
just
roll.
like me to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob.
Hey, chin up. You're better than this. You're really hurt, aren't you?
I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted even.
Affronted.
I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain.
Oh, Ellie. Work through it in your own time. I just want to know what we're doing next. Trust me, this is for the best. I'm sorry, it's a rough situation.
I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moon base. Or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm.
Oh, shit. I think there's a lesson, Ellie. What happened with your parents is in the past now. Move on. This episode reflects on them, not you. Once again, that's very specific.
What can I say? I don't collect things, I collect experiences.
Oh, that's true.
Just can't think of a good use for this one.
Gotta surround yourself with people who really look out for you.
Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
That money won't make you feel better about what happened. Keep talking.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
Okay, how do we do this?
My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
All right, let's go. We're gonna commit insurance fraud. Just like they did. See, I never got to do this one because I always go blind with rage and shoot their faces.
I think we can both agree that Maverick Job...
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Sugar jet flakes and purple berry flavored.
Romanov.
My dear fellow,
Oh, that's not it.
no idea.
Wee crunch.
The dissidents actually...
Oh, withdrawal effects. I need a cigarette. Am I running? No, I'm not running. The fuck? The sole letter in this mailbox is addressed to the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group's satellite office in Fallbrook on the planet Monarch.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
I guess we are. Okay, that was weird. Not open to the general public. Appointments available at our satellite office. Insurance office. Alright, we're going to Fallbrook.
You want some Rizzos? How did they ever get permission? I got some Rizzos right here. You open up the bottle and you drink it all up. That's what it's all about.
It's fun to do that voice, but I wasn't properly warmed up for it, so I kind of hurt myself. Fallbrook.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Yay. Oh, I haven't talked to Ada in a while. How are you?
Welcome back, Captain.
Howdy.
How can I be of assistance?
You meant? Oh, wait, no. I guess it's
I
it.
request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
She's upset. Her face is just gonna be like that for now. I see.
Please avoid damaging yourself or others while you are out.
No promises. I'm gonna bring Nyoka with me this time. Help the chairman and Minister Clark defeat our foes. Union members, communists, people who want fair wages. The worst scum there is. Excuse me.
This looks like the place. You ready to get my money or what?
I'm gonna go with or what, Ellie. I wouldn't hold your tongue. I mean, I wouldn't hold your breath. This might get a little ugly. Hey, insurance agent.
You're still in one piece. However, you never know when that could change. Consider our accidentally torn into tiny fragments coverage.
Oh.
Note that all of your fragments must be recovered and must be smaller than a standard bit cartridge for the payouts to kick in.
I need to exchange the beneficiary on Marilyn Finhill's life insurance policy.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Oh, well, let's stay on topic. I want to change your beneficiary. Oh, what else can you tell me?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, we interviewed the parents extensively. They had plenty of awkward childhood stories that illustrated their daughter's clumsiness and capriciousness.
Hey, those are entirely made up.
Furthermore, the claim spurred a whole line of fashion-related policies. It's become a very lucrative market.
So how would I amend that claim? Sorry, Ellie, it's just, you're so elusive and mysterious. Anytime somebody knows a little bit about you, I want to know. So how would I amend that claim?
You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead.
Well, I got
If
some
we
bad
let
news
every
for you.
friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
Okay, but how would I change it?
Oh, you mean hypothetically?
Yeah.
Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies.
Uh-huh.
And you'd, theoretically, add the beneficiary of your choice.
Uh-huh.
But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud.
Yeah, of course. Marilyn isn't dead.
Of course she is. The paperwork says so.
I like to think she's dead in spirit, but technically, legally, and regretfully, I'm still Marilyn Fenhill.
That's impossible. By all accounts, she was an elegant and classy woman with impossibly fine bone structure. That couldn't possibly be you.
Oh.
That's gotta be the nicest thing anyone's said to me in a long while.
All right, you'll do this or you'll be filing your own claim.
Please. My policy only covers paper cuts and wrist strain.
Oh.
Very well. I'll do it. But then you've got to go. Confrontations like this will raise my premiums. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month.
Oh.
I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
Yay! All right, that's all for now.
I need a word.
You do? I'll give you several.
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it.
You're rich, Ellie. If that's all you wanted, you could have just stayed in Byzantium. So, how does it feel?
I've never been prouder to stand back and watch someone else work. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs.
So, what are you going to do with all these bits?
Come on, I thought we were celebrating. You want me to think about the future?
Gotta plan ahead at some point.
You talk like someone who likes lists. Maybe you haven't noticed, but you can't even count on a bribe making it into the right pocket. What's the point of planning for anything around here?
That's the kind of thinking that's running this place into the crapper.
Hate to say it, but Halcyon's already there. Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee.
I appreciate it, but I didn't do this for the money.
Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble?
Ellie. Ellie. We're friends.
You sure? Because my kind of friends will pick your pocket clean while they're getting hammered with you.
I'm a doer, not a talker. Let's just leave it at that. Friendship is important. What else are we fighting for if not for the people we care about?
You don't have to get all mushy about it. Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours. So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests.
I'm gonna want to be indebted to me, huh? Thanks.
Don't mention it. Really. This feels weird enough as it is.
Alright. Well, I guess that's that. That's that then. Beyond the grave perk. I don't really know what that does, and I don't really care. Surcharge! Fuck the surcharge. Discount. There we go. That's more like it. I'll take a milk. Alright, what did Nyoka want? I just feel like doing this for now. Felix meet with Harlow. Oh. Yeah, I guess we could do it. Yeah, we can do it. At sea, at P and P's, we know our P's and P's. You think you can walk up to me?
Shoot your little mantis bubbies.
Whoa. Live to fight another day. Why does he have a cigarette lighter? They just eat it and then they can't digest it? Is that what's going on here? Ah, shit. Heavy machine gun. Let's see. Not as cool. Eye patch. You can call me Patches. The musician. I'll upgrade her armor then. Oh, she doesn't need upgrades. She looks cool in this. So she can keep it. Oh, she can have the top hat now. Yeah. Looking nice. Looking sharp. Herniated disc. Carrying too heavy a load too many times has weakened your back. Oh, hello, Rudy. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hold on. There we go. Hello, how are you? Good morning. Making you lose that spring in your step when carrying a significant amount of weight. Body attributes when at or above 50% capacity. Reject. I have to destroy some armor. Oh, man. What's the weight? 5. I only need 1, right? Right. Pretty good, and my Dakimakura is done? Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, but that's pristine. That'll sell for a bit. So then the pristine weapon, I'll add to junk. Next, making maid fan art? Nice. Very nice. I'm pretty partial to mint myself. I'll add that to junk. Junk. There's another one here somewhere. Oh, that's it. This is also pristine. Pristine equipment sells for more money. All right. Very cool. Always good to have projects ready to go. I'm working on a couple of them myself. You're actually getting them done, though, which is important. So yesterday my mom asked me to buy some white bread because my brother brought strawberry jam. I was thinking about PB&J, but unfortunately no peanut butter. So you're just having jelly sandwiches?
Wraps. Let's clear this sulfur-sodden fucks out so Hayes can rest in peace.
Jelly sandwiches. It's not bad, but it's always gonna be something missing. Oh, yeah. Hayes' grave. Buried near the surface of Hayes' grave is a small lockbox. Its hinges rusted through and its wood almost completely rotted. It nearly falls apart in your hands, but in it, you manage to find a tarnished silver medallion bearing the letters Karen. Now, my biggest question is, why peanut butter is so expensive, yet pretty hard to find, while Indonesia has tons of food that includes peanut sauce? Well, that is an excellent question. It seems Indonesia doesn't make its own peanut butter. It imports it from other countries. Why, you may ask? Why doesn't Indonesia make its own peanut butter? I don't know. I'm sure if you look up recipes online, you could make your own peanut butter. I know dragon fruit in the United States is almost impossible to find. It's very expensive and it's not fresh. It's been frozen, so it tastes all watery. But packaged goods, such as peanut butter, Yeah, this is do-it-yourself time. Yeah, especially since you just need like vegetable oil or canola oil, peanuts, and a blender. Maybe some salt. And you'd save a whole lot of money because peanuts are not expensive. Well, at least I don't think they're expensive anywhere I've seen them. And then dialogue. Apply. Perks. Armor Master. Increase the armor rating and skill bonuses from any armor you wear. Bonuses from Moz are not affected. Super Pack Mule. Further increase your maximum carrying capacity. Hell yeah. 300! Alright, now I need to give this to Karen. Nyoka.
Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2.
I believe in your cooking ability, Rudy.
Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him.
Hold on, tell me about the UDL contract.
I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks, and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch. That was a long time ago.
You didn't try to find them?
I should have. I really should have. But soon after they left, Hayes and the others died.
Oh.
And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying. Because it hurt like hell to do so.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're trying to confront it.
Thanks. I'm still not convinced I won't come to regret it, but we've started down this path. Might as well see it through. Maybe it'll stop me screaming at night. Now come on, let's make tracks before Hiram dies of old age.
An old weathered grave. Through tooth marks and the gradual wearing away of sulfide, you can barely make out an epitaph carved into this tombstone's face. Got himself eaten, doing the right thing. They just put a piece of fence here. Damn. It's pretty funny how the character would change their current outfit after the dialogue. Yeah, they just take their helmets off. It's pretty funny.
Something on your mind?
What's up?
And even though their equipment doesn't cover their mouths at all, they still despawn. And I thought that dead alien is a crocodile toy. It did look pretty funny. Wait, where's the elevator? Yoo-hoo, hear him. Hello.
So much for peace and quiet. Would it kill the universe to cut me some slack?
It would. Nyoka needs a favor.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
Aw, here I am. She's your friend and she's in need. You're the only one who can help. I've had it with your selfishness. Help her or there'll be consequences. She's trying to track down a lucrative contract. We could give you a cut. Anything you can say to convince him, Nyoka? She's your friend and she's in need.
tug on my heartstrings, why don't you?
He's
Look,
not
I'll do what I
completely
can,
cold.
all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra too.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes, round 1 of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck.
So about that ship.
Yes, the one that crashed. I saw it on the security feed. A bit grainy, but an invigorating watch all the same. What about it?
It was pretty wild, wasn't it? Us sharing the experience of seeing a crash like that. Where do you think the ship came from? The ship crashed due to a parts failure. Sanjar and Zora have decided to work together. They're going to share both Stellar Bay and the module.
Ha! Oh, that's a good one. You're not serious, are you? Yes, well, let's see how long that lasts.
It was pretty wild.
Is this bonding?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I like it.
Oh, you'll get
Next,
used
you'll
to
be
it.
asking me how I got the scar on my chin when I was 11.
How did you get that scar on your chin? You can barely see it.
Most of it's underneath along my jaw, but yes, it seems to have faded with time. Moral of the story is, never run with scissors.
Huh. Well, where do you think it came from?
The board has a blockade of gunships.
I've got a
that
scar
patrol
on the side of
Monarch.
my face.
Not a ton, mind you.
I
just
got
enough
when
to
I was in
deter
high
the
school.
masses. I am curious as to what downed it.
You can barely
Faulty
tell it's
part
there,
would be
but under
wholly
certain lights you can
unusual.
just see an
The supply for new
indentation.
mechanicals is tight. Ugh, now I'll never sleep. Unsolved puzzles really torque my sprockets. If you find out what happened, sell me the info.
Yeah, I should say the scar story. I think I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I was ice skating. Again, I was in high school, so I was a teenager. There were girls. There were girls there that I was fond of, and as I said, I've played hockey before. I played hockey, and I tried to transition from forward to backward skating, but I think there was a hole in the ice because the ice wasn't freezing properly, and it was beginning to fail, and so I slipped forward, and my glasses dug into the side of my face, and you could see muscle and skull. And that's how deep the scar was. But thankfully it didn't go into my eye. It was just the side of my face. But I never heard anything from those girls again. And I got to go to the hospital. Yeah, that's my scar story. It's not on. I should probably work that into red, but maybe I should keep that off the model. That's terrifying? Yeah, it is. Now, I never actually saw it because I had to keep my glasses were all wonky, and that was the only pair I had at the time. And so I couldn't see anything. I was just going off of what my dad and what the doctor told me. I know, yeah, but it was like it was about the size of a it was about the size of a coin. Like a dollar coin almost. It was pretty bad. But it healed up really well. And yeah, like you can barely see the scar. It's just that you can at certain angles you can see an indentation in my face. Or in the, like, right next to my eye. My left eye. And then that's about it. But yeah. Gentlemen and ladies, try to keep things together when you're around attractive people, okay? Don't do anything stupid.
Not surprising, replacement parts are rare, so the cost of even a simple repair can exceed an arm
It's
and a
time to
leg.
grow that emo
I
hair,
take it you
bangs.
investigated the wreckage?
Emo hair. I take it you investigated the wreckage? The inside was a complete wreck. I'd say the problem originated in the engines.
Don't guess the captain would have quite pegged the price of disrepair being the cost of their lives, but these things happen.
Mm-hmm.
A shame. I would have enjoyed investigating the mystery further.
I think he still can.
I'm getting a headache behind my left temple. What could be causing it? The glare from the terminal screen? Or something else?
All right, I need to secure some information.
Business is good on account of you, and hard work deserves a return on investment. Ask me what you will.
Hell yeah. So, have you received any broadcasts from Earth?
What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? There's no market for them. No buyer means it's not worth my time.
Well, shit.
Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one, that might be worth it for the right price.
Damn. Okay. What can you tell me about Venus?
Not much, admittedly.
Well, you gotta know something.
I do know this much. There is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for the greater good are in fact treasonous and for self-gain. I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but I am also not unconvinced either.
From a certain perspective, the experiments that he's conducting is mostly so that he can have more meat. So yeah, I guess it is selfish if you put it that way, but he's just trying to get his cysty pigs to produce more tumors so that he can eat them. So he can eat the tumors. He's kind of like making the cysty pigs into like walking meat bushes. But instead of berries, it's meat.
Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
How about the board?
There are so many members. Do specify.
Chairman.
If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. Do you understand? What I am about to reveal is the sort of information that gets a body disappeared.
Understood.
MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them such status.
So the chairman demonizes Monarch rather than welcome it back into the fold. Eating tumor is wild, but I kind of remember that time there's a theory to make growable meat sources. Yeah, so that would be a way. Science fiction, of course. I don't know.
You didn't hear so much as a whisper of such
what a
from
tumor
me.
would taste, pig tumor would taste like.
Luckily for you,
kind of class.
They are a curious lot, insufferable, and short-sighted too.
I'm curious about Graham Bryant's deep, dark secrets.
Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave him sweat-drenched and screaming. I would assume it stems
Should
from
be
the friends
okay,
and
though, right?
family he lost in Amber Heights all those years ago.
How about Sanjar?
Sanjar is not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next century. He'll never be reinstated.
Damn.
Not in his lifetime. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre at Amber Heights.
Poor Sanjar. What do you mean?
I gave Sanjar and Graham legal information that would allow MSI to own Terra 1 once the other corporations had abandoned the planet. The execs had their concerns, but before the matter could be resolved, pirates raided their homes in the night.
Oh, shit.
Luckily...
Alright, that's enough.
How low you seemingly regard my trade. Give my regards to Phineas.
I will. Thank you, Hiram. Ooh. I don't want the gun, I want the pills. Yeah, they're trying to make a synthetic meat. But it doesn't... There's a problem with the synthetic meat. You see, meats in animals, as they are, usually get their flavor from what the animals are fed. It's a very complicated process, but it has a lot to do with not just nutrition, but the source of that nutrition. And well, you can't exactly replicate that reliably if you're making synthetic meat. So what ends up happening is that the meat tastes like nothing. So you gotta season it. Well, this is based on my information. And then, as I say, I'm not an expert in any of the things I talk about. I just read a bunch of stuff. I have the... Well, I've heard that a lot of dudes do this. But I have the manly urge to read random shit on the internet.
Someone else will clean this up, right?
Well, you know, dudes as in people. A lot of people do this. Especially after I heard I took to heart advice my creative professor told me. And the rest of my class. To just be curious about things. So then I just read random shit. That's fascinating. And then that's what I've heard, that synthetic meat doesn't taste like anything. And it's expensive to produce. For now. And then there's plant-based meats.
I shipped with a merc who had a gun like yours, Nyoka. He polished it, sang to it, slept with it.
Yeah.
Not like that, as far as I know.
Sounds like he had himself a discerning palate.
Why are they
Where
looking
you
at
going
me?
with this?
He couldn't hit the broadside of an assault cruiser, hence the tin shredder.
Wouldn't be the first man I met bearing compensation for his lack of skill.
Hey. Well, yeah, that's what big guns are for. To compensate for the fact that you can't aim. Why do you think we have so many automatic rifles? All that jazz. Wait, expansion site. Sell all the junk. Hell yeah.
You seen Arthur today?
Nope. Arthur's dead.
Said you docked.
Oh, that's just my ship.
Give or take.
Starcross Trooper. But back on Phineas. That makes sense. Just like chicken quality, it's gonna taste different, depends on how it's raised. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. All depends on what they're fed.
We are now in orbit above.
But I'm
Edgewater,
sure if you could
Captain.
season it properly, all that jazz.
Good luck, Captain.
I'll bring provided. Diet toothpaste. Expansion site. Huh. Heading west. Bop, bop, bop. I got a notification from OBS that my microphone was unmuted but had no signal. Bop, 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 bop. Talking about plant-based meat, I want to know how vegan meat tastes like. Some people on YouTube says that it tastes like meat, but as a person who eats it every day, it doesn't. Yes. I remember... Oh, tempura. There was this company called Impossible, and they had a collaboration with Burger King, and they made the Impossible Whopper. I remember my brother and I went to lunch at Burger King once, and they ran out of Whoppers, but they had Impossible
I
Whoppers.
wonder if Raptidons have taste buds.
And then they told us that they would not charge us extra for them. So then we got them, and they smelled awful. But they tasted a bit like wonky Whoppers, but they still tasted like Whoppers. They were... It wasn't bad, but you could definitely tell there was something different about them. I thought I got rid of these things. But I mean, like, I could taste the difference right away because I eat meat every day. I think the only thing that's keeping me from being vegan. How are you? Hello, it's been a while. We're talking about meat. Or synthetic meat. Yeah, I had some. And you could definitely taste the difference. Oh, I turned it off. Oh, but the smell was awful. It stunk up the car really bad. It's pronounced like tempeh. Oh, tempeh. Fermented soybean cake. Does have similar protein content like meat, but it tastes nothing like meat. Plant-based protein. Oh, tempeh. And I know that they make cheeses out of soy protein. And the cheese just doesn't melt. Vegan cheese doesn't melt. It's like a shred of plastic.
I'd wager this is the outpost. Rebecca!
Hello, Ryu. Hello, Riddy.
Come on out!
Hello, everybody. Everybody's here. Everybody's here. Oh. Well, almost everyone. No, everybody's here. Whole bunch of people here.
Take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there?
I think she's dead.
Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it.
Yep.
Oh no.
They're dead. Well, I know margarine is basically vegan butter, but for cheese, I don't think it has much fat to melt. Oh, that makes sense. I know this is tragic, but we're talking about cheese. Oh no. These are Nyoka's friends. Karen Metal. Rusty journal. Its display is faded and the buttons are almost entirely rusted through, but you can still make out bits and pieces of what look like Rebecca's final entries. Law helped me, but Anderson was right. We never should have taken this contract. I thought Monarch was bad, but this is unbearable. Everyone here is blind or addled or I don't know what. The towns won't let us walk in without an employment contract. I can't even find someone who will let me send a message. For all the capable folk we hear, we're stuck. Sorry. Betrayal? It looks like it. Or maybe they just got attacked by the local monsters. This planet is dangerous, but maybe it was a betrayal. Back home, we had to fight for every meal because there were no meals that you didn't make yourself. Here, there's plenty, but nobody's allowed to give you one. We've been stealing bits and pieces of life from wherever we can. Anderson is about ready to sign up, offers life and service to Spacer's Choice just so he can take a shower. Clara, I hope to the architect this never reaches you. But on the off chance it does, I want to say I'm sorry. Anderson and I fucked up. We didn't take the contract for the bits. We didn't take it because Primal sounded cool. We took it because we wanted out. Monarch's a living hell. We were sick of getting sick. Of boiled Raptidon and stinking like sulfur no matter how hard you scrub. Of fighting, day in and day out. We're exhausted. We thought we could use the contract money to find a place here. Settle down. But this place ain't any better. It's just different. We're starving all the same. We never should have left. I just thought maybe we could do better. I miss you, kid. Marauder's at the door. Anderson's bled out. I'm on my way. I won't let them get me. Not alive, anyway. I've seen what those monsters do.
I don't... They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us!
Yeah.
What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. Ugh. Or to leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister. At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home.
When did YouTube add collecting XP to live streams? Does it save up and you can use it for stuff like Twitch? Okay, so you get experience for chatting. And then ask, what does it do? What does it do? I'm glad you asked. It gets you, drum roll, a different color crown. A different color crown. And what can you do with this different color crown? Well, it changes the number next to the crown. Woo! What does it do? What does it do? What does it do? Nothing. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do shit. And I don't know how to turn it off. I don't think I can. I just won't be surprised one day it'll disappear the same way it showed up. But hey, makes it feel like you're doing something, right? You didn't need any excuse to engage. See, now you're number one. Woo! Yeah, it doesn't do anything. You don't get any gifts, you don't get any special emotes. Well, at least not on my channel. Maybe on another channel, but no. At least on Twitch, you got channel points, so you can get some cool stuff. Do some weird stuff. She'd still want to know. Just the same as you did.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I wonder why they added this feature. I know it makes you have a motivation to grind and chat more actively, but yeah, I guess it's a psychological game. This is just my perspective, because I don't see any benefit to it other than, ooh, I get a different color crayon. Or, sorry, crown.
Species was on our soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Why purple? There's got to be a way I can turn this off. It's kind of silly. The best stuff I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick. Might do it. I didn't think there was anything about the wilderness you don't know.
That'd be boring. Half the fun in exploring is the fact that you're on an unknown trail. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Everything's got pheromones. Off to Scylla. Primal glands. Gold. I feel like it would lead to people spamming random crap in chat to fight for the crown instead of keeping on topic with the streamers. That's exactly right. And that's exactly what happens. People just want the #1 spot because it's #1. And then you think, well, what does it do? And then you realize it's nothing. It doesn't do anything. It's shallow engagement. Spacer's Choice armor. Magic Bean will only come out if it thinks a threat is invading its territory. Few primal glands will do the trick. Nyoka suggested Scylla as prime hunting ground. Felix. Alright. Go back to the ship. Excuse me. Oh, my back. Whee! Scylla. Harlow's base. Alright. Here we are again. Time for the big guns. Nyoka and Felix. A Volker. Voel.
Hey, you. Looking for something? Where do you think you're going?
In the base. Through you, if you push me. Felix Millstone's with me. Clyde Harlow's expecting us.
Yeah. The captain said we might be getting a new recruit. That you, then?
Sounds like Clyde's jumping to conclusions, but yeah, I'm Felix.
You're on a first-name basis with Captain Harlow, huh? All right, go on through.
He's just doing his job. I can put lead in his brain later. Gotta go through the entrance. Oh, see, I just expected to find him in the bathroom. Yo.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man?
This is awkward.
So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
He kicks things what need kicking, and we look the other way when he starts talking anti-corporate. It's a good arrangement.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
So, tell me why we're here?
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day, he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
You want to put him through the test. And allow me to enlighten you. Felix is loyal to me. Expect me to just stand here, just hand over my own crew? Go fuck yourself. Good luck. He's the least reliable crew on a ship literally called the Unreliable. Oh god, that's messed up. You want to put him through a test.
Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask.
Trask Olgo? There's no killing that guy.
His ring should do nicely.
He knows meta-knowledge. He has meta-knowledge. Remember Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic? He was telling you how to use your mini-menu and how to cycle through your map using the keyboard. He even told you about the command system. There's no killing that guy. He's like Deadpool. Excuse me. Sorry, that was my water bottle. I got a new lid, but it didn't really change anything. What did this Trask do to deserve death?
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the Groundbreaker last I checked.
We're gonna go
Rosanna
harass
knows my
his
crew
wife.
by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
Alright. Alright, what do you think, Felix?
Clyde offered me a hand when nobody else would. I'd say I owe him a good turn.
There you have it, Captain. A favor for an old friend.
Very well. We'll take care of it.
We get rid of this traitor for you and I'm in? I mean, assuming I want it.
We're building a new world together, Felix. You'll want in. Remember,
Lot
I
of
want
assumptions.
proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
Alright. I should go. Yoink. Yoink. Let's get out of this hell pit. Is he dead? Just want to make sure. Alright. Just want to make sure. Oh! He was just asleep. Oh! Oh, these guys don't stand a chance.
We all in one piece? What was
Sorry, Harlow. Oops.
Are you out of your mind? What was that? What, did Clyde look at you funny and you just opened fire? You just killed the guy. Please tell me you've got some half-decent reason for doing what you did.
Oops, sorry, Felix. It's like you're asking me to lie to you. Oh my god. I had a bad feeling about him. You're just gonna have to trust me. He's a jackass, Felix. Since when do you have a problem beating up jackasses? Oh my god, and I can gaslight him. Oh my god. This is terrible.
Trust you? Boss, you can't just go around killing anybody who looks at you sideways. I shouldn't be the one telling you this. I just wish you would have given him a chance. Maybe you didn't trust him or didn't like him. Least we could have done was talk to this Trask guy. I'm gonna need some time to myself.
Suit yourself. Yeah, we're not going with that. Okay, so. That guy on the bed was not dead. This guy right here is not dead. Alright, sorry, this lady right here is not dead. She's asleep. That's good to know. Deductive reasoning is very important to learn. I use the scientific method. Hypothesis. This person is dead. Method of testing hypothesis. A bullet to the brain. So I shot the bullet and she sprung right up, proving my hypothesis false. She was, in fact, alive. Yep.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Nobody said anything. Don't let anyone tell you that my streams are not educational. I'll ring provided. Adrenatime. Be a better you with Adrenatime. Twice the speed, half the price. It's adrenaline. Pure adrenaline. Wait, I got sidetracked. I wanted to do the thing for Neil. Oh well. Hey, you! You're marked for death.
You mind trying to have a moment here?
I'm looking for a guy by the name of Rufus Trask. I'm told he lived around here. Are you Rosanna Trask? Break's over. We need to talk.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Ms. Contempt for Boundaries. Could you do me a favor and get spaced?
We got off on the wrong foot. I'm Raina Cobbins. I'm looking for Trask.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Show her Harlow's emblem. If you know where Trask is, you want to tell me.
That's Harlow's mark. No mistake. Guess he's not letting this one go. I don't want any manner of harm befalling Rufus. Not on my account.
Trask puts up a fight, it won't be your fault.
All right, I'll tell you where he is. Just get out of here, please. Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know.
I'm obliged. Time to confront a man I've never met.
Great work.
Thank you. Upsy daisy. Hold on, let me unseal this door. Oh! Poor fool didn't stand a chance. Whoa. Are all the characters voiced by actual people? Don't know if I was just hearing things, but that lady kind of sounded like AI. So this game came out before AI was reliable for that sort of thing. I think she just sucked. She's just not very good at what she was told to do. Normally I would agree, but this game's too old. So I chalk it up to bad direction. Or maybe it was just an amalgamation of different voice lines already recorded by different people in different situations. Or maybe it was one of the developers. And, you know, they don't really act. Can't really fault them for that. It could be any number of reasons. Why she sounded so stiff and wooden. Just get away from me. Oh, that's his mark, all right. No getting away from this one. No, please, don't hurt me. I'm just a young soul. I have so much left to live.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
I'm going to bed. My health is gone. Oh. Now that Zora's in charge, the Iconoclasts have a fighting chance at surviving and spreading from Monarch. Nice. Ooh, crown lanterns. Sanjar donated these after you helped MSI. Very nice. I like them. Oh. Sometimes it's hard to tell with the AI nowadays. It's true, very true. But I can say reliably that this game came out before a time where AI was widespread and reliable to use in that way. Which wasn't that long ago when you think about it. Graham's patch. Torn from Graham's jacket. Zora sent this to you with a note. I thought a keepsake might dull the pain, but it hasn't. Graham may have been a psychopath, but he still built the foundation for the movement I'm trying to keep alive. Maybe there was another way. I don't know. I've got to let it go. Abandon all hope for a better past, he used to say. Abandon all hope for a better past, he used to say. Take it with my thanks. You ever want a beer, stop by Stellar Bay. Z. Yeah, Graham got a whole bunch of innocent people killed so that he could take control. Almost doomed more people to the same fate because he lived with guilt. So I did what any reasonable person would have done. Shotgun to the face. Well, I killed him. I didn't, do that to myself. That wouldn't be reasonable either. Confront Trask. No, it would be reasonable to shoot someone else in the face with a shotgun. It would be unreasonable to do the same to myself. Wait, where's Trask? Why did it lead me here? If he's not here. Oh, he's on the other side of town. Could you imagine the smell? Booze and piss. No, that was a pretty bad joke. I'm not making jokes like that again. Botanical lab. Where the fuck is he? I don't know how old that canned meat was. Ooh, it's Aurora Borealis. Look at that ring. Look at the ring around that, around that moon. And the volcano is erupting. And another moon is in full view. Wow. This is cool. I'm back. Just made myself a fried rice. Nice. Fried rice is good. Now for breakfast this morning, I had Spam and a bagel. A jalapeno cheese bagel. So that's how it feels. That's what it feels like to have a planet ring. Yeah, it would look like this. Very nice. And then the moon has a ring too. Sounds good. It was really good. Nice and salty. Not too oily. Very filling. Fry up the Spam while you toast the bagel. And brew coffee. Makes your kitchen smell like a Denny's. Or makes it smell like a diner. I'd love to have another one, but that was the last of the Spam. I gotta go get more Spam. No, yeah. Only that was the last piece of Spam. They make all kinds of different Spam. I know there's like a maple Spam. Ooh, what's in here? I'll tell you what it is. A shooting gallery. Oh. They look, oh, these things. See that? That's why I did what I did. They ate that guy's legs and left him to die. Can barely see anything here. Beautiful. Wonder, does Spam taste similar to corned beef? Not quite. Now, corned beef, you do get hints of... It's like a dryness. But then Spam still has a bit of fatty oil. It's a lot more salty. Corned beef is drier. Usually peppered. You could put that in a sandwich without having to do anything to it. For Spam, you could eat it raw. I mean, you could eat it out of the can since it's already cooked. But I prefer it fried up. Hold on. Here's something. Ba 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 ba. All right, that's fine. Sorry, I thought I heard an echo, but it was just me. Or it was just my earbuds. They weren't plugged in all the way. Or I pulled them. Ugh. Oh well. Alright, so who's this guy?
I don't know who you are
Rufus
or why you're
Dress.
prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
That's right. Harlow said you'd betrayed him.
Yeah, of course he did.
I refuse.
Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of
Oh, I refuse. Rufus. I refuse. I refuse. It's Rufus. Harlow wants your ring as proof of your death. That's all I'm after.
Harlow wants my ring? Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. A ring's a lot easier to lose than a hand. How do I know that I can trust you?
What's the worst that could happen? Harlow sends a stranger with a gun after you? If I wanted to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Getting real tired of going in circles with you.
Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him.
My typing skill has not improved since the last decade.
Harlow
Mine
betrayed
neither.
all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All the palaver about
I
revolution.
think that typing of the dead game.
You're a real piece of work, Trask. Not just a turncoat, but a liar, too.
Go piss up a rope, kid. I've got nothing to prove to you. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A 2-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
The next time that game's on sale, that one I played a little while ago, I think I might get it to improve my typing ability. You're asking me to take you for your word. Show me some evidence. I'm not going to kill you, Trask, but I am going to ask you for your ring. Hold on, you've got some explaining to do. You're saying Harlow's been using you.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
Well, shit. There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task. Temperament. Yeah, there is. You're looking at her.
Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before
I have
Harlow
low
chased me
temperament.
out. Back in the middle
I
of
must
the
be
base,
suffering
there's an
withdrawal
old
effects.
vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
Why would the board buy off Harlow? What was Harlow doing for the board? 1 and 2 are the same thing. Typed differently.
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
Where is the paper? Illusions of choice. I love it.
Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed.
Okay, so this is the
Capturing
same
anybody
as the
board
first
wanted
one, but
captured.
more specific.
If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse.
All right, I've heard enough.
Take it you've made up your mind.
I need to see that, I need to see that evidence. I'm not going to kill you, Trask, but I am going to ask you for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Take care. Alright, where is his evidence? So what are these jerk-offs doing?
Got my sights on you.
Don't bother me. Got my sights on you.
It's just like Skyrim. You're in the wrong place, friend.
Don't bother me. Don't give me any... Got my sights on you.
Don't bother me. Got my sights on you. Don't bother me.
Don't give me any trouble, okay?
Don't bother me. Don't get me into trouble, alright? Don't bother me.
Don't
bother me. Got my sights on you. Citizen, is there a problem? By the nines, there's been a murder. There's a guard who attacks a outlaw or a thief. Thief! He kills him and then he immediately looks at the dead body. He's like, by the 9 divines, there's been a murder. A body. Oh. I know this wasn't made by Bethesda, but it still has all the flavors. All the spice. Alright, let's find Trask's evidence before I dust this guy. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Take someone to watch your back, please.
I will. Will the depravity never cease? Monarch Stellar Industries reveal their true colors. Huh? this not the place? Oh yeah, I wanted to do the thing for Nyoka first. Man, that line feels like Snake says it. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. Don't touch my sweet roll. There's gonna be consequences. I love that one mission where you have a little girl and the way out she stops at every enemy and yells, "Ah! Dead body!" It's like, "Ah! Dead body! Move it, lady! We need to get out of here!" Casitas wares if you have the coin. Is this what you wanted? Oh wait, that was different. Gisargo only has so much room to carry things. Why is it that in Skyrim all the children are Nords? Why are there no Khajiit children or elf children? They could have just used the Nord bodies and give them pointy ears. And then that's it. And there are no Argonian children. Imagine all the things we could have had. We could have had a whole, you have this dark elf child and she's going on and on and on about, I don't know, magic. And then she finds out one of her parents was a high elf and she's like, oh gods. I don't know. It would have been cool to see mixed children as well. Yeah, this dark elf going on and on and on about dark elf purity and superiority. Then she finds out that one of her parents was a high elf or a Nord. And she's like, oh no, oh god. Could have really done something fun. Gotten real weird with it. Now I'm sure there's some mods about it though. Magic Queen will only come out if it thinks a threat. Is this the place? Yeah, right there. Well, there are different places to get primal glands. Alright, who gets to die first?
Now that was fun.
He got Sapili'd. Hello. Oh, now I'm over here. It appears that Bethesda saved some budget to model kids with different races. I mean, one orphan in Dostar is actually a red guard, but somehow using Nord children model. Brother Brain! I'm going to collect the brains. Oh, Primal Hide. Primal Brain! This brain is not missing any parts! This could be worth a lot of bits to a brain collector. Good luck finding one. The complete cranial organ of a full grown primal. I guess it's something at least, the Red Guard child model. Yeah. I have to find more primal glands. But also collecting primal brains.
Looks like some sort of habitation.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, there are plants that that have begun to grow. So that would mean that this little settlement is very new.
Don't mess with the best.
Is it me or is gravity is different in this biome? So it's supposed to be artificial atmosphere. So you can see over there, those little towers all the way around this limited perimeter is creating this artificial atmosphere. How does it work? Science. And it's holding on to the oxygen. Where does the oxygen come from? Science. And so these plants have begun to grow, but there's no water here. Where is the moisture coming from to allow these plants to grow in the first place? Science. Why are we here? That's why. What are they mining? Probably this stuff. What is this stuff? Science. I'm sure there's a way to figure it out, but I don't know where it is. I want to go into the cave. Glow sticks. Oh. There's nothing here. Does look pretty cool though. Abandoned prospecting drone. Hey.
Salutations.
Whoa.
This unit's primary function is excavator. Owner, Hephaestus Mining Corporation. Other functions include...
Oh, but then to answer the part about the gravity, I don't know why gravity is consistent throughout the all of the planets that you can land on. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you really start to think about it. This place is abandoned. I think you can stop.
Negative. The presence or absence of human operators does not impact this unit's assigned directive. This unit achieves perfection by fulfilling its directive.
This unit sounds like my old foreman.
You know, it's a crying shame that auto mechanicals can't get drunk or laid. This thing needs both.
This unit has now exhausted its available library of opinions about excavation.
What are you excavating?
This unit is removing rock matter in search of minerals, metals, and other forms of matter designated valuable.
So you're a prospector.
Brevity identified. Affirmative. This unit could discuss excavation at greater length, but does not wish to strain its daily charge. Thank you for your consumer loyalty, Junior Excavator. This unit will store this exchange in its memory banks, always.
Aww.
Greetings, Junior Excavator.
Kind of reminds me of Samus. Look at him go. Auto mechanicals. Designed for one purpose. Whatever the programmers want them to do. Wait, so what will happen if that comes toward here? Would it penetrate the atmosphere? How is there gravity here? Is there an artificial gravity system? There would have to be. That was really stupid. The honking behemoth.
Go! Score one for Felix.
Groovy. I mean, with the asteroid that close, atmospheres most likely not exist. Yeah, there has to be an atmosphere to hold the oxygen in, though. Otherwise, everything would just float out. Ow. I don't really know what this is. Maybe this is the device creating the artificial gravity? Try to get the jump on it. Or try to get around us. Colonel Butterstuff.
We're alive.
Why does this one have a name? That's a face only a mother could love. Boom. Oh, there's one more. Maybe they wanted you to feel bad about killing it. It didn't work. Because I don't.
We're the best there ever was.
Lumpy butt. Alright, Nyoka, this should be done, right? Should be enough.
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait.
Sound like bears, but their face looks like a bare minimum labor. They look like lumberjacks. Or those animatronics from Juniors. These glands are gross. Take them, please. Can I ask you something? You mind heading to the ship for a bit? Let's talk about this Gorgon job.
Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's
Ooh.
get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
Charon. So, in Greek mythology, Charon was the guy who owned the boat that would take you to the sea, that would help you cross the sea to the underworld. Or the river in the underworld. That's why you would he required gold coins. So that's why it used to be practice where if a person died, you put 2 gold coins on their eyes so that they could pay the fare to the underworld. What's Karen?
Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He said it was some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed. Rest of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are.
Alright, let's do it. Okay. Well, that is an excellent thing to do for next time. So I'm gonna call it here. Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming. Always nice. Always nice. But I'm gonna have to call it here. Please like and subscribe if you have not already and you want to see more. It helps me a lot. It helps me immensely. A whole bunch. As a matter of fact. And next stream will be Friday night. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you very much. Go get some food. Go wake up. Take a shower. You stink. I'm just kidding. And have a great rest of your days, everybody. And I will see you next stream. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.